Today on Rappler. Pinoy Ako Blog's Jover Laurio wins a data privacy case versus Thinking Pinoy's RJ Nieto. State auditors roast a Cebu town government for spending over 1 million pesos on lechon. Bilibid gang leaders plead guilty to the murder of the alleged middleman in the Percy Lapid case. Remains of tourists who died on the Titanic submersible are returned to shore. Prince Harry's lawyer says he was a prime target for phone hacking. Netflix announces the new cast members for Squid Game 2. And Filipina actress Dolly de Leon is invited to join the group behind the Oscars. Jover Laurio, the author behind Pinoy Ako Blog, wins a data privacy case against Thinking Pinoy's RJ Nieto. A Makati court finds Nieto guilty of violating the Data Privacy Act and orders him to pay Laurio 350,000 pesos in damages and legal fees. The case, filed in 2018, stems from an article Nieto published in October 2017, where he publicly exposed Laurio as the person behind the anonymously run Pinoy Ako blog. In the decision, the court finds Nieto, quote, maliciously and with ill intent, published Laurio's personal information. Nieto argues he has a right to free speech as Laurio has a public Facebook account. The court says the claims lack merit, noting Laurio didn't use her real name in the blog designed to be anonymous. Laurio says, quote, we won because many opened their hearts to help and pray. The fight is long. The Commission on Audit flags the Liloan town government in Cebu for spending 1.3 million pesos to buy 207 lechons last year. The lechon purchases date all the way back to the first half of 2022, when now Tourism Secretary Cristina Frasco was the mayor, and the lechon tradition was continued by her successor, Liloan Mayor Alju Frasco. Alju, the current mayor, is Frasco's relative. Based on the audit report, 102 lechons were bought between January to June 2022 during the mayorship of Secretary Frasco. In its 2022 report, the COA described the purchases as, quote, irregular and unnecessary because public funds were used for religious or private purposes. State auditors note that the lechon were given to various private and religious organizations for events like team building and founding anniversaries. In response to the COA report, Mayor Frasco ordered a halt to all future requests for lechon for any activity or gathering. Gang leaders and their members at the new Bilibid prison plead guilty to the killing of June Villamor, the alleged middleman who contacted people to kill broadcaster Percy Lapid in October 2022. The Muntinlupa City Regional Trial Court presiding judge convicts the two Bilibid gang members after they plead guilty to a lesser offense. Batang City Jail Commander Alvin Labra, Sputnik Gang Commander Aldrin Galicia, and Sputnik Gang Assistant Commander Joseph Jorfo plead guilty as accessories in Villamor's death. The three, including Sputnik Gang member Mario Alvarez, who also pleads guilty, were originally charged as principals, quote, by indispensable cooperation. Meanwhile, other Sputnik Gang members plead guilty as accomplices. They were originally charged as principals, quote, by direct participation. The Muntinlupa court sentences Labra, Galicia, and Jorfo to up to 8 years and 1 day in prison, while Alvarez and other Sputnik gang members are sentenced to up to 14 years, 8 months, and 1 day. This is the latest guilty plea of suspects tagged in Lapid and Villamor's death. The U.S. Coast Guard says debris from the tourist submersible destroyed while diving to the wreck of the Titanic were recovered along with presumed human remains and brought ashore. The shattered remnants of the Titan destroyed in an implosion that killed the 5 people aboard will be transported to a U.S. port for analysis. U.S. medical professionals will also conduct an analysis of the presumed human remains removed from the wreckage. Fragments of the submersible were found littering the seabed about 1,600 feet from the bow of the Titanic wreck 4 days after it disappeared on June 18. Examination of the debris is expected to shed more light on the cause of the implosion that shattered the Titan, as the 22-foot vessel carried 5 people on a voyage to the shipwreck of the Titanic in the North Atlantic. Britain's Prince Harry's lawyer tells the London High Court the heir was a prime target for the tabloid press and must have been a victim of phone hacking. The prince and around 100 others are suing Mirror Group Newspapers, or MGN, the publisher of the Daily Mirror, Sunday Mirror, and Sunday People, over allegations of phone hacking and unlawful information gathering between 1991 and 2011. They claim senior editors and executives at MGN knew about and approved of the wrongdoing. MGN previously admitted its titles were involved in unlawful information gathering, but says there is no evidence Harry's phone was hacked. It also argues some of the personal information about Harry and stories cited during the case had come from senior Buckingham Palace aides. MGN's lawyer Andrew Green adds Harry's lawsuit against MGN was, quote, wildly overstated and substantially baseless. The trial is due to conclude on Friday. Netflix announces 8 additional cast members for the second season of its hit survival thriller series Squid Game. Former Big Bang rapper Top, who now uses his real name Choi Sung-hyun in acting, and former IZ*ONE vocalist Jo Yuri are set to join the upcoming season. Among the new additions are Park Gyu-young and Lee Jin-wook from Sweet Home, Kang A-sim from Be Melodramatic, Lee David from Itaewon Class, Ro Jae-won from Once Upon a Small Town, and Won Ji-an from If You Wish Upon Me. Details about their characters have yet to be disclosed. Squid Game follows hundreds of cash-strapped contestants competing in deadly versions of children's games in a bid to win a hefty cash prize. Netflix has yet to announce a final premiere date for the second season. Award-winning Filipino actress Dolly de Leon continues to make waves as she gets invited to join the prestigious Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences, the group awarding the Oscars. Following the news, Dolly went on Twitter to express her excitement, replying to a congratulatory post with intents. The Oscars website says for a personality to be invited to the Academy, they must be sponsored by 2 members from the branch to which the candidates seek admission or be nominated for an Oscar. Meantime, pop singer-songwriter Taylor Swift, Elvis star Austin Butler, and Best Supporting Actor winner Ki Huy Kwan are also invited to join the Academy, with Taylor being invited to join the Academy's music branch after writing songs for the soundtracks of Where the Crawdads Sing and Cats. The Academy, which has more than 10,000 members in total, has taken steps to diversify its membership since the #OscarsSoWhite outcry in 2015. And that's today's wrap. I'm Nina Liu. Thank you for watching. Click the link below for the full story. Follow us on Rappler's YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok.